You won't believe what winter looks like in Montgomery County. Best things to do. Family winter fun in Montgomery County is actually what makes people fall in love with living here. Winter isn't something to survive, it's something to celebrate. So stick with me because I'm going to show you exactly what winter looks like in Montgomery County, Ohio, and how it's so much better than what people expect. Hey there, I'm Denise Dyrdek, Lunsford with Coldwell Banker Heritage, and I believe in making your dream my mission. And here's what I want to talk about today. A lot of people think winter in Ohio is just gray, cold, and boring. But I'm telling you, if you live here or you're thinking about moving here, winter in Montgomery County, it's actually incredible. I've lived here most of my life, and I genuinely look forward to this season every single year. Now, without further ado, let me get started with the first and most important thing to do here. So, outdoor winter sports. Get outside and have fun. All right, let's start with outdoor stuff because this is where winter really shows its personality in Montgomery County. The Metro Parks ice rink at Riverscape Metro Park is basically the heart of winter activities here. I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the region's largest outdoor ice rink. It's 70 by 150 feet with a covered pavilion, so you're not freezing your face off while you're skating. Public skating happens regularly. They offer lessons if you're just learning. And here's where it gets fun. They have broom ball nights where you can play an actual sport on the ice. Curling, if you're into that, and a themed skate night with special events and music. The whole setup feels less like showing up for a generic winter activity and more like joining a real community thing. They've got hot cocoa and snacks right there, so you can warm up between sessions. It's genuinely one of those experiences that brings families and friends together. Now, if you're into something a bit more adventurous, you can also do ice fishing when the conditions are right. The Five Rivers Metro Park system has several lakes and ponds that open up for ice fishing when the ice gets thick enough. Possum Creek Metro Park is popular, Carriage Hill Metro Park, around Cedar Lake gets a lot of fishermen, and Inglewood Metro Park is another good spot. There's something peaceful about standing on a frozen lake waiting for a bite. It's quiet, it's meditative, and it gets you outside doing something different. Obviously, you need to check the conditions first. The parks monitor ice safety very closely. For people who want more active outdoor time, winter activities in Dayton, Ohio include cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. After a good snowfall, the Metro Parks trails transforms into perfect terrain for both. Possum Creek and Carriage Hill have well-maintained trails that work great. You're getting real exercise. You're outside in nature and the landscape looks completely different than it does the rest of the year. If you have never tried cross-country skiing or snowshoeing, winter is actually the perfect time to learn. Then there's sledding, which sounds simple, but it's actually something families genuinely look forward to here. Taylorsville Metro Park and several other parks around have great sledding hills. And even if sledding isn't your thing, a winter walk through the parks when there's fresh snow is honestly one of the most peaceful experiences you can have. The trails are quieter, everything is covered in white, and you get a totally different perspective on nature than you do the other 9 months of the year. So what about indoor activities? Staying warm while having incredible experiences. Now, snow day activities in Montgomery County, Ohio aren't just about being outside. Sometimes you want to be warm and actually doing something interesting, and Montgomery County has solid options for that. The Dayton Art Institute is legitimately world-class. I'm serious about this. It's consistently ranked as one of the top art museums in the country. You can spend a half a day or a full day there just wandering through the galleries, checking out special exhibits, and appreciating incredible art and architecture. Whether you're into classical pieces, contemporary work, or anything in between, there's stuff to engage with. It's perfect for families with older kids, it's perfect for couples, it's perfect for anyone who wants a cultural afternoon indoors where you're not stuck in a shopping mall. We also have Carillon Historical Park. It's another genuinely interesting place. You're learning about Dayton's history while you're walking around, seeing actual historic buildings, and experiencing exhibits that tell real stories about this region. In the winter, they bring the holiday spirit with special events, lights, model train displays, a visit with Santa, holiday treats, and special concerts. A carol on Christmas is something a lot of families make a tradition. It's festive without being over the top, and you can spend a good chunk of time there. The 2nd Street Market is honestly one of my favorite indoor spots in downtown Dayton. It's a public indoor market open all year round, and in the winter becomes this warm, lively place where you can grab a hot drink, walk around, support local vendors, and just soak in the community vibe. There are restaurants, local shops, and interesting people. It doesn't feel corporate or chain-like. You're genuinely supporting local businesses. Oh, and don't overlook the theater and performance venues downtown. Victoria Theater and other venues host concerts, plays, musicals, and performances throughout the winter. There's something about settling into a theater seat, watching a show, and then maybe grabbing dinner afterwards. It's a classic evening activity that feels special, especially when it's cold outside. Nature and wildlife. Winter changes everything. Best winter activities in Montgomery County, Ohio also include experiencing nature in a completely different way than you see it most of the year. Allwood Audubon Center and Farm is a 200-acre nature sanctuary that looks beautiful in the winter. The trails are quieter than they are in the summer. You can see different wildlife. If you're into bird watching, winter birds are totally different from the summer birds, and the variety can be surprising. The landscape has stark beauty to it that people don't always appreciate, but that's genuinely worth the experience. The metro parks in general are worth visiting in winter. The bare trees, the frozen lakes, if we get that kind of cold, and the snow all create a landscape that looks completely different than other seasons. It's great for nature walks, photography, or just getting out and clearing your head. The trails feel less crowded too, because fewer people venture out in the winter. When lakes and ponds freeze safely, you get these incredible perspectives and opportunities for winter photography. Frozen water has a beauty that people don't always notice until they're actually looking at it. Holiday lights and seasonal events. It gets festive. Things to do in the winter in Montgomery County, Ohio really ramp up during the holiday season with all the light displays and festive community events. Carillon Historical Park transforms during the holidays. We're talking extensive light displays, interactive model train setups, visits with Santa, holiday treats, and special concerts. It becomes this whole festive destination that families make a tradition of visiting. The park feels completely different than it does the rest of the year. The ice rink at Riverskate gets decorated as well. Themed skate nights have special holiday decorations, seasonal music, and just this festive atmosphere that makes winter feel exciting rather than just cold. Now, if you want to see some seriously impressive light displays, there are other options throughout the area. Legendary Lights of Clifton Mills is something people make road trips for. We're talking over 5 million lights, a waterfall of lights, and a whole Santa museum. Light Up Middletown is also a popular drive-through fantasy light show in Smith Park. Holiday Lights at Lost Creek Reserve in Troy is an enchanting drive-through experience. And Park Lights at Cesar Ford Park in Xenia is actually free and beautiful. There is also Woodland Lights located in Centerville if you want a walk-through with lights and displays. Christmas Glow at Land of Illusions in Middletown has a Christmas Around the World theme that makes it quite unique. Basically, if you want to experience holiday lights and atmosphere, you've got options ranging from free community events to impressive displays worth driving to see. So housing, where to live to experience winter in Montgomery County. So if winter in Dayton, Ohio sounds good to you and you're thinking about making Montgomery County home, let's talk about where you'd actually live and what that looks like in the current market. The housing market here in December 2025 is solid and diverse. You've got neighborhoods ranging from affordable starter homes, perfect for first-time buyers, age 21 to 31, all the way up to luxury properties for executives and established families looking to upsize. The median home price in Montgomery County right now sits between $180 and $350, depending on the neighborhood and what type of home you're looking for. For families with kids or professionals looking to upsize, your ideal price range of $250 to $450, you've got excellent options in neighborhoods like Centerville, Oakwood, Washington Township, and Kettering. These are established communities with good access to schools, the metro parks, and downtown activities. Single-family homes are the primary housing type here, and inventory is solid. Little low, but you're looking at everything from updated homes in the 280s to 350,000 range, all the way up to luxury properties exceeding well over 500,000 in the most desirable neighborhoods. Check current listings and pricings for first-time home buyers in the 180 to 280 range. And in neighborhoods like Dayton proper, Huber Heights, and Inglewood offer townhomes, condos, and smaller single-family homes. These neighborhoods have seen revitalization efforts and offer genuine value. You get urban convenience with the suburban feel. For downsizers aged 60 to 70 looking for low-maintenance living, you've got condo communities and active adult neighborhoods in areas like Kettering and Washington Township that start in the 200s to 300 range. These communities often have amenities, social activities, and that built-in community aspect that a lot of people value in retirement. The current market is balanced, not a seller's market where you're getting outbid on everything, not a buyer's market where everything's sitting either. It's kind of reasonable right now. Homes are moving at a steady pace, and you actually have negotiating room. So some tips for you. Here's what I've learned living here. Dress in layers because the weather changes throughout the day. Waterproof boots are non-negotiable because you're going to hit snow and ice. Also, check the weather and park conditions before you head out, especially if you're doing something like ice fishing or outdoor activities. And remember that winter daylight is short. So if you want to do outdoor stuff, start earlier in the day or plan indoor activities for the evening. Winter in Montgomery County isn't something to dread or survive. It's actually a season with genuine personality and activities that bring people together. From outdoor sports to indoor culture to holiday lights and festive events, there's legitimately something for everyone. And if you're thinking about moving here, winter isn't one of the reasons why. It's a real season with real community around it. If you're ready to find a home in Montgomery County and want to experience everything this area has to offer year-round, let's talk. I would love to help you find the perfect place to call home. Thanks so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite winter activity? I'm Denise Dyrdek Lunsford with Coldwell Banker Heritage, making your dream my mission. See you in the next one.